All right, it is opening week. I think we're on a Tuesday, something like that. And we are
Thursday.
ready. Huh?
It's Thursday.
Thursday. And got my daughter with me. We're ready to go shoot us a big buck. Hopefully we're going to shoot Hogan or Augustus. And she's probably got an itchy trigger finger. She's going to want to shoot anything that's decent size. And we got a lot of those around. So welcome to Indian Creek Bowhunting Journal. Stay tuned for some great hunting action. We're going to be in 2 separate blinds this morning, and so we'll bring to you whatever we get today. Be shooting a doe or a buck or any exotic that might come in, so stay tuned.
The message of the Holy Scriptures is absurd, and the life of the Messiah is meaningless, unless we believe that he walked perfection, and that he died for my substitution, that his resurrection is no illusion.
So the exciting thing about this year is that we've been seeing lots of young bucks, and then this guy shows up. My heart started pounding a little bit, but I realized he was not big enough for my liking, so I just took lots of video of him and watched him for a while. My daughter was about 250 yards in the blind, actually to the left of where I'm filming. And there was no doubt in my mind that if this buck made his way over there, she was going to pull the trigger, since it would be the biggest buck she'd ever shot in her life.
That's that same buck that I saw opening morning, and I passed on him. He's leaving right now. And I passed on him again. But my daughter is hunting 250 yards the direction he went, right over there. And the direction he's going. So hopefully he ends up in front of her, and I guarantee you, she's not going to pass that buck up. I hope she gets him. We'll see what happens. It'll be the biggest buck she's ever shot, that's for sure.
Well, she obviously didn't shoot him, because here he came right back probably about 3 to 5 minutes later. And so I got a whole lot more video of him and just sat back and watched the show as these 2 young bucks just sat and fed out in front of me. And then Mr. Armadillo showed up, and whenever God created these creatures, I think he kind of put them together with spare parts or something. But they're definitely got some armor plating going on. Next day I had the doe and the 2 babies come in again. Just don't feel comfortable shooting this doe yet. These babies probably need another month or so because they're still suckling. So fast forward 2 weeks, and my daughter and I made our way back out to the ranch again. Again, it's Thursday, and we had this little guy come in. I was in the middle blind. My daughter was in the south blind. Had this little guy come in, and then also the doe and the 2 babies as well. They're growing up, but still don't feel too good about shooting them, even though we're 2 weeks later. But a few minutes later, these 2 doe were coming in, and I was going to take one of these doe if I had the opportunity. But they decided they weren't going to come all the way in. I couldn't really get a shot at them at that angle, but then they just slowly made their way out. That same morning, my daughter was in the south blind while I was in the middle blind, but she took a shot at this doe, and her bow pretty much just blew apart. There's something wrong actually with the axles, and so her bow was toast that morning. So that afternoon we actually got her brother's bow and fixed it up for her draw length, and she practiced that afternoon with that bow, with her brother's bow, and got back out in the blind that evening, and had the doe come again with the 2 babies, and then guess who shows up? So game is on. Well, last time you saw Keziah, she was in the blind shooting that buck. It's a decent sized buck. It's a one on episode, I think it's episode 3 or 4, something like that. Anyways, one where I shot the doe. It's the one I wanted her to shoot. That's why I wanted her in that blind. So it looks like a fairly decent shot. It may be a tad low, but you're probably looking at about 8 to 12 inches of penetration, so not too worried about the shot. But we're going to give this buck overnight and go in the morning and try to find it. So so you'll see us in just a few split seconds. Alright, we are out this morning looking for the buck, and there's the feeder right there where he came through. We found some initial blood right there, and now got some more here. Hopefully he's going to start bleeding good, because this is just a little bit of blood you can see right there. So let's see if we can keep finding some. Alright, now we're getting some good blood here. Decent anyways. It's not like pouring out, but yeah. Where did you see?
The grass.
Nope. Alright, it looks like we found him right over here, but it looks like the pigs got him. How irritating. Looks like they just... Yeah. Oh, darn. Well, they just ate out the middle of him.
I think we scared him away. That's what happened.
Yeah, I bet you that's what happened. We scared them pigs away.
We found the buck. He was about 50 yards, so my guess is it was a lung shot, because he's about 50 yards from where he ran. Unfortunately, the pigs got to some of his guts, which stinks. But I got my first big buck, so I'm excited. And thankfully, he's mostly salvageable, so... And the back straps, which are the best part, are still there. Thanks for watching Indian Creek Bowhunting Journal. Be sure to subscribe and watch the rest of the videos this year. I hope this was a really exciting video for you. Thanks for watching.